Alrighty, we are drafting the Arena Cube, and who's ready to drop some bombs? Broadside Bombardiers. This card is incredible. I think that the first like 4 or 5 times I saw this card get played or played it myself, it got better in my estimation. It is a really, really good card. The dealing the extra 2 damage means that talismans deal 4, tokens just deal 2 still. It's a really good card. So I'm going to take Broadside Bombardiers, passing Parallax Wave and Mother Runes and Solitude. So a lot of good white cards. I guess we shouldn't draft White Weenie this time. Otherwise we would have. Also passing Copter, Fast Spawn. Yogg-Wheel could come back. Let's see. I'll probably wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are almost assuredly going to go. Someone's probably taking Fast Spawn lands. Yeah, so maybe I'll get Yogg-Wheel back, but who knows? We'll see where we go. So here, I think I'm just going to take Pyrokinesis. There's also Mishra's Bauble. I'd be open to either of those. Technically, Jadar does give you zombies to throw, but I like Pyrokinesis in a heavy red deck. I think it's a really good card. I do like Bauble a lot, but you know what? I'll lay my claim to red cards. All right, I guess I'll continue. I'll take Fiery Confluence here. I do like Inquisition. Had I taken Bauble, I'd still probably take Fiery Confluence here. Passing Inquisition, Preordained Path, but the red hookup's open. Maybe get a 4th pick Pyroglyph, something along those lines. I'll take a Bolt to Chain Lightning. Would also take some Expressive Iteration type action, a little bit of card draw. Blue-red, anyone? But we'll see where we go. Bombardiers goes in a lot of decks. I actually really do like it in artifacts with things like Pentad Prism and Chromatic Star. But it really fits into any deck that just is putting cards into play. Obviously, it's better if you have specific things to throw. Cards like Legion Extruder work really nicely. In Red-White Blade Splicer, you throw the actual Splicer for 5 damage. It's just so much damage, and you get to keep the Golem. So we'll see what we can pick up. Maybe something like a Currency Converter. Who knows? And here we have a Bolas's Citadel, but we're not really there. Ooh, World Spine and Woodfall take a lot of damage. There's a Noble. Could be red-green, I guess. There's also Aether Spell. There's also just Xander's Lounge. It's one of the best triomes. I just don't think you're supposed to go into green unless you get a pretty strong signal. A 4th pick Noble is not quite it. I'm just going to take Xander's Lounge and see where that leads me. Okay, well, that leads me either into Barrogoyf, Lutri, or Abrade. I'm kind of considering Lutri because I already have Pyrokinesis. Lutri with Fiery Confluence is nice. It's good with Pyrokinesis both ways. One, the straight up way is just put Lutri into hand and then exile it to cast Pyrokinesis, which is great. The other is to put Lutri into hand and then next turn cast it pitching a different spell and copy it with Lutri. All right, I will take Lutri here. That is a close one. 6-pick Library? Okay, I'll take it. Library also very good with Pyrokinesis and with Lutri. Sometimes you go down to like 5 cards, then you untap, draw to 6, put Lutri in hand, back at 7. Passing a Fatal Push is probably the next best card, but I kind of like where we're at here. And now I could just take Emperor Bones. It is definitely a strong card, probably the strongest card here. There's also Gobin, Gene Splice Savant. I don't really want to take Tribal Flames. Pentad Prism is good, but you know, 7th pick Emperor Bones. Let's just do that. We've got a Xander's Lounge. I did just pass a Fatal Push and an Inquisition in the previous couple picks. Emperor Bones, really nice with Bombardiers in a variety of ways. You get back Bombardiers for one good hurrah, or you get back something large like, you know, something from their graveyard maybe. Oh, well, this works out nicely. Now I'll take Caustic Bronco over Fiery Islet and Night's Whisper. And I think I'm just going to try to be like black-red mid-range. I could potentially play blue. I do have the Xander's Lounge, but black-red is also pretty good with Library. And I've got some good anti-aggro cards and Confluence and Pyrokinesis, and then some pretty decent threats. Not having Inquisition, you know, it's going to hurt, but hopefully we can pick up Duress or Thoughtseize. This is a deck that uses Deep Cavern Bat fairly well. Smuggler's Copter Wield. Okay. So did Spire Bluff. Interesting. Sorry, Luis. Not on the table this time. And not taking Bone Shards because I don't really want to be Reanimator, though I do have Emperor Bones, I guess. I think I will just take Smuggler's Copter. I'm going to try to have a bunch of creatures, and Copter is a pretty good threat, I would say. Oh, now I do like Concealing Curtains, but K-Command when I've got Lutri and I've got really good creatures, Bombardiers, Emperor Bones, I think I'll do that. I did pass up on 2 good black lands, or blue-red lands. I passed up on Spiral of Canal, Dark Six Shores, Grixis lands, that's what I'm trying to say. So now I could take Shelldock or Necrogoyf, or Nethergoyf rather. You know, I'll take the Nethergoyf. I'm not the biggest Nethergoyf fan, but we'll see if we can make this work. Here I'll just take Woodfall Primus in case I don't know, Flash shows up. Same, I'll take Sleight of Hand in case I do end up in blue. I'm more likely to end up in blue than green, I think. Though Terra Sunder, I'm more likely to want to play as one of my only green cards than Sleight of Hand as one of my only blue cards. I'll take Takenuma. I don't try not to play Monstrous Rage in this style of deck. All right, the Mire's not nothing. I guess we're more likely to be green. There's a Minsk and Boo. All right. I guess I should have taken the Terra Sunder. It's okay. Minsk and Boo is great. Death Grader's Champion's also pretty strong, but this is definitely a Minsk and Boo spot. I've got a Blooming Marsh, and hopefully that'll help me cast Minsk and Boo here. All right. Black-red mid. Oh, don't show me that Tolarian Academy. I might still take Mana Leak here. I'm not going to take like Grist or Restless Ridgeline. Those are just too bad. I could take Unholy Heat. I could take Mana Leak, and I've got a Xander's Lounge to start with. Yeah, I think that Mana Leak is just a great card. It just doesn't look like a Steel Cutter deck. If I'd taken Mishra's Bauble over like Pyrokinesis, maybe. Definitely not an Academy deck. I do have one artifact. And I want to take Riddler. Yeah, I think I'll take Mana Leak. I'll see if I can get the lands to make this work. Well, I'm going to take Gut here over Animate Dead and Gristlebrain and Grief. So Mana Leak maybe not. But Gut makes Nethergoyf a little more appealing. And I don't have as much that combos with Gut, but now that I have Bombardiers and Gut, I have two cards that really push me to want fodder. All right, well, I'll take Reanimate still here. Reanimate is very good. Over Bone Crusher, Hired Claw. Yeah, none of this is really anything. And see, like now, I'm kind of tempted to just take Baleful Strix. Though, honestly, I should just take Chromatic Star. I could still just be black-red. It helps cast Minsk and Boo. It's really great to sack to Gut or Bombardiers. They're basically like the same card, except this doesn't take blue mana. So sure, I'll take Chromatic Star here. Really, I'm just looking for cheap fodder. Lutri is gonna be chilling in my companion zone. I haven't picked up much red except Gut this direction, but that's okay. I could use some more cheap creatures. Deathrite Shaman would be a potentially nice one. Just looking at like what are the good like 1-mana creatures that can like Crew Copter or trigger Gut. Concealing Curtains actually does not fit into that category. Doesn't do great at either of those things. Well, Tamiyo's good at making fodder, but Fire Covenant's just great. Let's just take Fire Covenant here. Stay black-red. One of the rewards for being in black-red is Fire Covenant. And now, oh man, okay, so there's a Troxa that I could reanimate in Emperor Bones. I have one discard outlet so far. There's a Blood Crypt, which would be nice. There's also Fury, which is good with Lutri, but I already have Pyrokinesis. I think I'm just going to take Blood Crypt. I would like to cast my spells, and I feel like a second pitch red card is not quite as necessary, though it still would have been good. And now there's Dothy, Voidwalker, Chain Lightning, Galvanic Discharge, Voldaren Epicure. It's a shame because Voldaren Epicure would actually be really nice in this deck, but I feel like I can't really take it over one of these bolts. Probably Chain Lightning, just dealing 3 to the face is pretty nice. Voldaren Epicure is good with Gut and Broadside Bombardiers. Sadly, won't get it back. It's okay. Chain Lightning is quite strong. And then here, I don't think I'm going to play Carnosaur. I guess it is good with Emperor Bones. Sure. And then here, I guess I'll take Steel Cutter. Oh, I could take Life Death. I'd have a second Reanimate. Am I going to play Steel Cutter? I'd have to pick, both baubles are gone. I'd have to open a bunch of zeros. Let's just take Life Death, and maybe I could do something with that. I mean, getting Carnosaur back, yeah, that's not nothing. All right. We'll try this. Oh, Animate Ted, okay. Well, I guess I could use another big creature now that I have 3 animates and what I could use. Man, if I had taken a Troxa into Voldaren Epicure, that would have worked out pretty nicely. But I think that this is a reasonable spot to be in. I would say I'll take the Hired Claw. Actually, this deck would potentially play Hired Claw. It's also good with Gut. You can turn Hired Claw into a 4/1. That's a good combo, and you even get to ping them for 1 on the way there. Well, my aggro matchup looks pretty good. I don't have any discards, so my control and combo matchup could be a little tougher, but I do like how And I think red is very open, so I think pack 3 is also going to be good. So is Reanimator, which, you know, no, people don't draft it as so much anymore because it hasn't been doing well. Oh, do I want Pyrite, Spellbomb, or Elegy Acolyte? I actually think Pyrite is nice with the fodder stuff, but I think Elegy Acolyte actually could be good in this deck. I have a bunch of 0 mana ways to get Void, and having your creatures hit them and draw a card is nice. Sure, I'll take Children of the Scalds. All right, well, could use a little Mox Jet here. And right now I've got this Minsc Boo. I'm playing off a Blooming Marsh and a Chromatic Star. Yeah, that seems fine. I hopefully can pick up some more fixing in this particular pack. Where are my cards? All right, here, it's coming. I want to get to pack 3. Any last pick Furies? This was the pack. I don't think I'm playing Fire Blast. All right, what do we got? Best I can offer you is nothing. Nice. I mean, I could take Seasoned Pyromancer. I could take Sneak, but Atroxa's gone. I have Woodfall Primus is all, which I don't really even want to animate all that well. World Spine is gone. I could also just take Bitter Triumph or Pyromancer or FOMO. Maybe I'll just take Pyromancer. It's pretty good with a lot of the things I've got. It's good at getting animated, and it's another discard outlet in case I get some big creatures. And then here, guess I could just take Shieldred. There's also Deathrite, but I don't have any fetches, so that makes that a lot worse. I could take Overgrown Tomb. Let's just take Shieldred. We'll just take the big creature. There's also Chandra, but I think I like Shieldred more. There's an Entomb and a Dark Confidant. I'm going to take Inti, though, I think. Just more 2s are good. I've got a bunch of ways to discard now. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll be animating Carnosaurs or whatnot. I could put in the Woodfall Primus. Woodfall Primus, animating it, then sacking it to Gut is kind of cute. But or Bombardiers, for that matter. Huh. That's something. So right now, this is, I think this counts, so this is 23. Yeah, we've got an interesting one here. I could use some more fixing as well. Oh, Lotus Petal and Dark Ritual, huh? This looks like actually a really good Dark Ritual deck. I just have 2 good 4s. They're both okay at getting Minsc. Well, Petal's a lot better at getting Minsc Boo out on turn 3, but Ritual is just a more powerful card. I feel like I have enough ways to use it. Maybe Overlord of the Balemerc comes back. But looking for ways to speed the deck up seems pretty nice. This is 29 cards. It's really 24, really 23. So this is it. Though the Life Death I don't know that I would play at this point because I already have Reanimate, Animate Dead, and those are both, I think, better. We still could hope to cut Life Death. I'm just going to cut the Lutri because it doesn't really count here. Oh, Archon? Okay, and now that I got Archon, because now I have got Animate Dead, Reanimate, and maybe Life Death if I want it, with Inti and Copter as ways to discard it. And Gate Command if I'm really hard up. There's also him, Snuff Out, let's see, Vaultborn. So if someone takes Staff, Jace, Ice Till, it's 3. I'll definitely get something back. All right, well, I'm going to take Archon because that's at least an extremely strong play to animate. And now could use more discard outlets. I've got this other animate I could end up playing. The Entomb could wheel. No, I got an animate with 4 cards up in the pack. So if Entomb wheels, I'll be really happy actually. All right, Hired Claw can probably we can probably get that one out. I would probably trade Chain Lightning for Voldaren Epicure here. This is wild. Oh, I gotta take Bloodstained Mire. Doesn't fix green unfortunately yet, but I don't need another removal spell or another animate, so easy Bloodstained Mire. I also have the discard outlet of Library on the draw. It's actually really powerful. If you have Library in your opener on the draw, you play Library, you're at 7 cards, draw up to 8 main phase, discard Step, discard Archon, turn 2 animate it. That's money. Archon is also castable in this deck. Not like easily castable, but castable. And Takenuma, I could mill a good creature with that. You do have to return a creature, so you kind of hope to, if you have no creatures, to flip this plus like another thing to return, but you could get back a Planeswalker as well. A little Minsc Boo action. Well, if I can miracle get a discard spell or 2, I'll be pretty happy, because right now this deck is pretty good at beating up on aggro, I would imagine. Dreams of Steel and Oil doesn't really count. Artifact or creature, I don't really want that, but I don't want to play any of these. I mean, Overlord is a card to animate. There's also Talisman. I've got some good 4s. Maybe I take Talisman. It's also not terrible with the Mana Drain? What is going on? Talisman's not terrible with the fodder stuff. Oh, I could take Pest Infestation here. And if Overgrown Tomb Wheels, this Mire fixes as well. I don't want Treasure Cruise. I'm not going to hate Mana Drain, even though it offends me. I don't think Fabled Passage is that good. Let's just take Pest Infestation. It might not end up making it. Oh, I will take FOMO, though. Another discard outlet is fantastic. And then, did we get there on Deathrite? There's also Detective's Phoenix, I guess. Deathrite, I have 1 plus, like, the discard outlets. I don't think I'm going to play Bankbuster. I don't think I want to play Detective's Phoenix. Let's take the Deathrite. Oh, Dark Confidant versus Savai Triumph. I have some expensive cards, but I think I'll still take Dark Confidant. And just take this Talisman out. Oh, Shieldred's Edict came back. I don't think I want Draconics Engineer. Shieldred's Edict is generally pretty good. Entomb did not come back, I don't think. That's okay. I could probably cut Nethergoyf. One of my only ones, but... Oh, another discard outlet, Souls of the Lost. I was hoping Atali would be back. Oh, I'll take the Wastewood Verge. That's nice. Okay. So, I got to make a couple cuts here. I don't think I still want to play Overlord. Do I want Life Death as the 3rd animate? Really 4th if you count Emperor Bones. Set Lutri as companion. I have to cut 4 cards. A lot of creatures. I might cut the Elegy Acolyte at this point. Minsc and Boo off Forest, Blooming Marsh, Wastewood Verge. Those 3 sources and Chromatic Star. I could also potentially cut Minsc and Boo. It does make my mana a bit better. I don't make any treasures or anything. I have like Deathrite, Star. I mean, Minsc and Boo is pretty good. Maybe I just run it. And I think I can afford it. Let's see if, without messing with the mana base yet, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black and 6, 7, 8, 9 red. Plus Chromatic Star and sometimes Deathrite. I'll probably take Souls Lost out. I have Inti, FOMO, Copter as discard outlets. Oh, and Seasoned Pyromancer. I have 4 discard outlets for Archon, and then Carnosaur discards itself. I could probably take out the Elegy Acolyte. Probably just take out Nethergoyf just in general. And I think Deathrite is okay. I have to cut 1 card. And this is without Life Death in. I think I'm okay not playing Life Death. I'll have 3 animates already. So this is 41, and this is with 17 lands, plus Ritual and Chromatic Star. I could also go down 1 land. My curve, I've got 3 4-drops. These are all not cards I'm really casting. And I have Dark Ritual and Chromatic Star, so that does mean maybe I just cut the Forest, and then I'll have Blooming Marsh, Wastewood Verge, 2 green sources, plus Chromatic Star and Deathrite. Or I could just cut the Minsc and Boo, and then put back in like Souls of the Lost or Life Death. Unless I wanted to get Talisman in which case I would have another thing. Or I could get Woodfall Primus in as another thing to animate. I guess I do have 2 things to sack. 2 ways to sack it. So if I put Woodfall Primus, Life Death, Souls of the Lost in, maybe I take out Deathrite at that point. Though I have all these discards, I can discard creatures. Maybe I take out Dark Confidant. I have some pretty expensive cards. I do like Dark Confidant, though. I really don't want to take out cheap creatures. I'm going to take out Woodfall Primus, Life Death, and I think play 16 lands here. And then I don't have to play Wastewood Verge or Blooming Marsh either, which is nice. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black and 6, 7, 8, 9 red. Yeah, this looks a little better to me. All right, we'll try this. We'll see how this goes. All right, we're number 64 Mythic, by the way. Let's see if we can keep that going. I'm on the play. Well, hope we're playing against aggro. Against control, I still have Bronco into Cake Man to get it back, that sort of thing. But obviously this hand is going to have a slightly polarized matchups. against people where Fire Covenant is good and Pyrokinesis is good, same people pretty much, then this hand's going to be really good. If my opponent goes turn 1 Duress or Inquisition my Bronco or bolts it or something, this hand could be a little bit trickier. Okay, let's see. Hopefully they're red-white here. Red-black, Caracas, Rumble. All right, they're cooking. Milling. All right, this looks like a creature deck, even though obviously they're doing some things over here. They're probably picking up a land or a Death Greeters. All right. Well, that's a turn 1, I guess. Let's take my turn. Emperor of Bones. Well, let's play the Bronco, but Emperor of Bones is a nice little draw. And pass the turn. They didn't take the Death Greeter. Hopefully they're accelerating out something that I can just like kill with Pyrokinesis or Fire Covenant. Sacking their token. I guess a Minskin Boo would be kind of annoying, though. I could Pyrokinesis the Minsk attack and then go blow up Mox Diamond. I mean, K-Command's very good against Mox Diamond, I'll tell you that. I hope this is creatures. Yo, that's a creature, all right. Okay. Exhaust. So they can exhaust it if they want. Just gonna attack. Flip with Bronco. Inty, all right. And my plan here is if they block and exhaust it, I was gonna pop their thing with Mox Diamond. It's okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Discard, destroy target. So you discard and I'll destroy Mox Diamond. They can level up their Draconautics Engineer if they really want to. Which I could also still Pyrokinesis. Oh, a Demi of the Silk Shoots. Okay. Why don't I just Pyrokinesis those right now? It's even a legend, so target those two. And I think I exile Fire Covenant here because I'm putting them down to 1 card in hand and 2 lands. So I feel like keeping Inti is going to help me press my advantage more. All right, that was pretty good. They do not have a lot of resources here. Okay, they're going to play their last card here, and we'll see if I wish I had Fire Covenant for it. No, this is actually fine. So, oh, Dark Ritual. So I could Emperor of Bones back. Draconautics Engineer. Oh, Death Greeters? Huh. So if I go Ritual, Emperor of Bones. Oh, I have no cards. I could just Emperor of Bones it. I couldn't crew the Bronco, but I could attack. I think maybe I'll just wait on that, and maybe I go Inti. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Takanuma, Inti. They have no cards in hand, so I'm just going to go Emperor Bones. Crew the Bronco. Emperor Bones. I will exile Death Greeters here. And attack. And flip here. Nice. I'll decline to discard a card. And they GG'd, so yeah, I would say we pretty much dismantled them. That worked out nicely. So thinking about it a little more though, even despite winning round 1, I think I put in those 2 lands, take out 2 swamps, put in Minsk and Boo, put in Talisman, take out Deathrite, take out Souls Lost. Talisman isn't like amazing here, but I can sack it to both Gut and Broadside, so it's like I have additional value, and then just getting Minsk and Boo in I think is going to be good. I don't mind losing Souls Lost and Deathrite too much. All right, I think I'm going to try this instead. We'll see how this goes. All right, Gandalf, it's time for round 2. I'm going to run this. I guess I am going to Ritual, because look, I'll go Talisman, Copter, and then this way, if I draw a creature, I have a turn 2 Copter attack, and if I don't, I'll put Lutri in the hand, and I'll have a creature soon enough. All right, let's see how this works out. Oh, or I could just Carnosaur that. I should probably do that. Let's play red. And nug this. Pass the turn. Likely slows them down, and now if I draw an animate, Emperor Bones, anyone? That'd be sick. If I knew I was drawing Carnosaur, I might have just waited and ritualed out Carnosaur on turn 3. Explore into a land. Oh, there we go. Phomos. Let's go. FOMO. Discard this swamp. Draw Crew Copter. Attack. Draw. And I guess discard Takanuma. Play a Blood Crypt. And next turn I can Shieldred. So I have instant land creature. So I want sorcery in the graveyard for FOMO. I guess FOMO's not really attacking at the moment. Haha, that is a sorcery, so I could have doubled up on that. By Chain Lightning, well, let's just go Crew. I'm going to play the Shieldred first, because I am going to play Shieldred this turn, so I might as well gain 2 life. Attack. Loot. Yeah, I'll just discard Mountain, that's fine. Alright, they go to 14, then they're going to go to 12 off Shieldred. Well, let's see what they do about Shieldred. Red-green doesn't have the best tools to beat it. So what gets interesting is if they Crew Chariot and attack. What do I do? I think the answer is block. They're obviously offering a trade of Chariot plus like a burn spell to kill Shieldred is my assumption here. Let's see what they do next. I think with Chain Lightning, oh, Titania, no lands to get back. That's a tough one. That's rough, buddy. Oh, interesting. I think I can kill them here. Lutri, Pyrokinesis, Titania, exile Lutri. And I can, yeah, go Chain Lightning on the cat. Now FOMO's up and attack for 10, and then they go to 2 off Shieldred. And then they draw a die to the Shieldred. Nice. All right. That worked out pretty nicely. Yeah, that was great. All right. Number 34 Mythic, we're doing it. All right, battle against like Allywick Tumblesbard or whatever. Well, I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little slow on the draw, but Fire Covenant can help against that. Yeah, they can Thoughtseize my Minskin Boo or my Fire Covenant. I guess they could Thoughtseize Animate Dead, but I don't know how likely that is to be the pick. I mean, honestly, any of these cards is a reasonable selection. It really just depends on what they have. Yeah. All right. Well, I get to play turn 2 Dark Confidant. And they know about the Fire Covenant. Oh. So they're going to take Fire Covenant here. Is that the joke? Well, not like I do about that. So let's just play Dark Confidant. Yeah, and then I can Season Pyro. I'll get to see a bunch of extra cards, and it means my Dark Confidant's living, so I can accept this as much as I don't love it. Covenant down. Many Pyrokinesises. Land. All right, well, need to draw. Hopefully don't flip something gigantic. Gut. All lands, huh? This is tough. Because Season Pyro, I mean, I guess I still play it, but it would have been really nice to draw like 1 spell to discard. I guess that was too much to ask for, though. Okay. Discard 2 lands. Attack for 2. I do have Inti, which is kind of nice. They've only played 2 things so far, so let's see what they've got. They know that Gut's coming. Animate dead. All right, I'll take it. And Sanguine Evangelist. All right. Could go for a Pyrokinesis. Well, not to be revealed, hopefully. Oh, Chromatic Star is kind of nice. And FOMO, huh? So I can play Gut. I can attack. I can also FOMO. FOMO discard Gut is actually pretty nice. And then... Hold on. Can I do something? This creature attacks. No, I can't quite do that. So if I FOMO discard Gut, I can attack with Pyromancer and turn it into a token. Otherwise, I'm playing Gut and Chromatic Star. I think I'd rather actually do that. Gut. Chromatic Star. Attack with Pyromancer. Sacrifice Chromatic Star. And then I can block with Bob if I need to. Drawing Pyrokinesis here would be incredible. Chain Lightning is potentially good. This is going to be a really close game. Honestly, needed the Pyromancer to be able to discard and make a token. I'd be in much better shape here. But Chain Lightning... So let's see, if I take it next turn, I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I go to 2. So maybe I end up chumping with Dark Confidant, or I could potentially block Revealing Eye with both Gut and Dark Confidant, because I have Animate for the Gut. We'll see if they play anything first. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a removal spell first. If they have 2 removal spells, they can hit me to 2. If they just have 1 and they kill Gut and attack, I think I just trade Bob for Sanguine Evangelist, because next turn I have like a bunch of plays. The Revealing Eye has gotten me pretty good. This whole game has been all about if I can draw Pyrokinesis. Because if I can ever draw Pyrokinesis, I feel like I'm going to be in really good shape. I think I just block like that. I go to 4. Then the Bob's also dead. And let's see what they got. And hopefully a creature. Luris of the Dream Den with no other plays. Okay. They don't have double red up, which is nice for Chain Lightning. Okay. Chain Lightning that. I'm going to play FOMO and discard Carnosaur, I think, but I could just attack first. Well, They know about the Animate, so they know I'll animate Carnosaur. Yeah, they're at 10. No, I should play FOMO first because it actually threatens lethal here. They clearly have something, so I don't really think I'm going to actually deal lethal, but... Okay. Sack the FOMO. I mean, this is now lethal unless they have a removal spell. Oh. Okay. Didn't think that was going to work, but we take those. Wow. Gut did the job, huh? All right. What a nice little start. Number 31 Mythic. All right. Battling against... I should figure out the name of this robot. I don't know what it is. I'm going to run this hand. I do need to find... a Reanimate spell, but if I do, I have Inti to discard Archon. Okay, on the draw, and they have Mox into Cobra. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's go... I've drawn Dark Ritual twice, and both times it's just been used to cast Talisman. But I mean, turn 1 Inti actually gives me a pretty good shot at finding... a Reanimate spell next turn, and I can also just Carnosaur the Lotus Cobra. So we'll see what they play, but that actually was a pretty nice one for me. I mean, if they play like a Minsk and Boo or something, well, they're not doing that. Then I'm in trouble. Even a Chariot. Oh, okay. This is pretty beatable. Oh, you got to attack with the Cobra there. Come on. Let's start by attacking and discarding an Archon. Any Reanimates? Any Reanimates? No, a Gut. Well, I guess I'll play Gut. I think that's better than killing Cobra. Obviously, if they play something big here, then that's a bad thing. But gut for free, too, because I would have, it just goes away end of turn. Seems good. I'm only one hit away from really not being able to cast Reanimate here. Okay. Zagoth Triumph into Explore into Forests. A lot of nonsense. But if they have like a questing beast or something here, then I'm pretty cooked. Next turn, I get to Carnosaur. Springheart Nantuko. But they don't have a land? Alright. Oh, Emperor Bones. There we go. Okay, so let's go Wastewood. No. I almost screwed myself. I'm glad I did not. All right, so now let's go Emperor Bones. Oh, it would have been better because they have a Yavimaya and this is a forest. Oh, that's actually really funny. Emperor Bones, target Archon. Okay, and then do this. Archon. They discard their last card. They sack something. I mean, are they just dead here? Because they sacked the Cobra. So now I attack and I want Gut to resolve last and Archon to resolve first. I mean, they're gonna lose, I think, regardless. Let's discard a mountain and let's give Inti Trample. Makes it larger. And if I sack their 11, yeah, if I sack Talisman to Gut, they just die. Well, drawing Emperor Bones is pretty good, wasn't it? Ooh, that was a nice one. The Talisman with the Dark Ritual has actually been pretty good, and we're up to 25 Mythic. All right, battling the Karn Mirror again here. Had some pretty nice draws. Drawing that Emperor Bones was nice. I'm on the play. Oh yeah, I'll keep this hand. So, turn 2, turn 3. Talisman is my second red for Season Pyro. They have a turn 1, 3, but let's see what I draw. Oh, all right. Let's just go Talisman, and then I can just go turn 3 Shieldred. And if they deal with that, they deal with that. And then turn 4, I can go FOMO plus Bomba or Pyro, depending on what I've seen since then. I don't think I need to Ritual to get FOMO out, but we better crack that clue in response if that's what your plan is. All right. Are they going to swords this right now? Oh, Felia, that's their plan. Sure. Well, Felia is a lot better start than cracking a clue. If they don't have a good removal spell for Shieldred, I'm definitely in the driver's seat. If they do, it's going to be a little closer. They're just going to flicker Shieldred. Sure, I don't mind that too much. That means they're not killing it, most likely. And then they're just going to play some 3-drop Fable. Well, that's a good 3-drop. Though Shieldred does punish the Fable nicely. Oh, man, they couldn't even Felia that. Oh, Gut? Okay. So what I might do... Oh, I don't have quite enough red. I was thinking I could, like, Season Pyro. Because I can go Ritual, Gut, Bomba. But the Bomba doesn't do that much. I mean, because the problem with playing Gut plus Bomba is that I feel like it doesn't end up... I don't have something to sack to both of them. So I could instead... I could just play Season Pyro. I could Ritual Season Pyro, hope to draw... Ritual Season... Discard those. That doesn't sound great. What do I do here? I kind of want to just play FOMO. Maybe I go Ritual. No, I'm going to play Bomba Gut is what I'm going to do. Gut, Bomba. I'm just going to get my good cards out. Attack. And if I sack, yeah, I'm just going to go for max damage. They can chump Shielded, or they can just take 10 here. Okay, they took 10. They're at 8. Just sack a gut. Do 5 more to go to 3. Shieldred, they go to 1, and now they kind of have to kill Shieldred and Bomba. They certainly can't discard anything to Fable. If they do, it's not going to work out well for them. And then next turn, I have a FOMO. I don't have much backup, and they can Felia my 4-1, but I think that's okay. One more red, that would have been a really easy turn, because then I would probably just go Pyro, Bomba. I would have to discard the gut, I guess, but then I would get to throw a token at the Felia with the Bombardiers and be in pretty good shape, but okay. Feliaing the Fable? Yeah, all right. I take 5, I'm at 12. Oh, Parallax Wave? Oh. They had a way to kill everything. All right. I don't think I was beating Wave very easily regardless. Let's draw Chain Lightning. Ooh. Takenuma. That doesn't do it. Let's just go FOMO. I'm going to discard Pyromancer because maybe I can draw an Animate Dead as well. Land Dark Confidant. All right. And they can even Felia to flicker Parallax Wave. Parallax Wave, messed up card. All right. So now they're going to let that fade. They're going to attack with Felia. Well, I'm at 12. I guess we'll see how this goes. Oh, they do get to discard to Fable this time. If they Felia and blink the Wave, I do get everything back into play. And then I can block with it. If they have Containment Priest, obviously that just does it. I'm at 12. This is 3, 6, 11. They're one short of killing me. I guess they can Felia my Dark Confidant and just they're gonna hope that my top card is a spell. All right. Oh, I guess that's how it goes. Oh, never mind. Jeez. All right. Yeah, they had it all. Had it all lined up. Fair enough. 4-1 now, and dropped a few ranks. All right. Battle against Larry Bird, probably the real one too. Yeah, Parallax Wave is a toughie. I wasn't gonna do great for me regardless. Okay. This is a nice hand. I'm just going to go Library Go. I actually could play the Star because you can crack Star, but I kind of feel like just Librarying and then turn 2ing Star. All right, well, I actually like seeing Skull Clamp more than any aggressive one drop, for sure. Like, I could have gone turn 1 Star, turn 2 Dark Confidant, and hope they didn't kill Dark Confidant, but I like this more. Uh-oh. 2 1-drops, or are they just Equipping Clamp? If they're Equipping Clamp, I'm not too unhappy. Oh, there's Animate Dead. 4, 8. So let's go Blooming Marsh. Let's draw a card. I'm actually not going to discard Archon. I think I'm just going to play Copter. And I hope that they don't kill my Copter. If they kill my Copter, maybe next turn I do the go to 8 discard plan. But getting to use Copter as the discard outlet and play something that turn is so much stronger. They didn't tap out. Hold on. Let's go Dark Confidant. Crew. Attack. Oh, nice. Draw. Discard Archon of Cruelty. And then draw off Library. Land. I could reanimate that. And then they sack Guido Souls. I think I'm just going to play Chromatic Star. The reason is I drew K-Command, and next turn I can K-Command to kill the Skull Clamp. And then they don't draw 2 cards off it. Also, if I just reanimate Archon and eat that, and then they just plow it or path it or something. It doesn't sound quite as good. Oh, Flage. Okay. There's 2 artifacts I want to blow up. It's okay. I have 6 cards. Yeah, so let's go 7, draw. Oh, I keep drawing like cards I could play instead, but no, I should Archon this turn. So let's go K command. Target player discards a card, destroy target artifact. You discard a card, destroying Skull Clamp. And I get to attack with my Smuggler's Copter this turn. I could crack Star. I mean, I guess it's fine too. Because I have a bunch of cards I can discard. No, this is fine. Let's go Archon of Cruelty. I go to 8, but then back up to 11. They discard. Oh, Bomba. Bomba with Archon? That could be nice. All right, draw. And I just kind of have it all. I'll just discard the Mire. I don't think I need a land that deals damage to me. All right, we've got this one pretty firmly under control, I would say. I don't know what their best play is here. Probably Parallax Wave again, as usual. I mean, Fracture Identity would have been nice. Elspeth's absolutely not going to do it. Killing Archon without exiling it is really not going to be effective here. Animate dead Archon. They discard their last card, sack their Elspeth, and then Bomba just kills them. Bomba does 12 damage by itself. This is 8 plus 2 is 10, plus Bomba is 12, plus Copters. I mean, actually, Bomba just kills them by themselves because they have 12 cards. Let's go Bomba. And we're going to do the classy victory attack. Throw Archon. All right, well, we kind of had that one all wrapped up every way we wanted to do it, and we're getting back on the grind. All right. Battling Ugin. One of the Ugins. There's a bunch. Or maybe that's Nicol Bolas. Actually, I don't know. I'm on the play. This is a nice Bombardier's hand. Lots of fodder. Way to bring it back. I also want to keep playing against aggro. That is my one loss so far, but I feel like just my deck is the best setup against it. Black-white. All right. I would say Luris, but this is actually Lutri. Didn't actually want to draw Pyrokinesis that much, but last I checked, they didn't give you choices about what to draw. Though I'm glad they bobbled me now, because knowing about Pyrokinesis is way worse than knowing about... I can't think of a card in my deck that I think is worse for them to know. You can play around Pyrokinesis in a lot of ways. Really what I want them to just play like a 2-drop, like a Dark Confidant or something, so I can go Bombardiers, throw Chromatic Star. All right, if they're just going to pass, I'm just going to put Lutri into hand. I don't want to play Bombardiers with no target, because A, they could just kill it. B, they won't play something into it even if they don't have a kill spell. I think I'd much rather them get something into play. All right, so they look like they're just Mardu. Mardu's fine. They don't need lands. Pyrokinesis was kind of a bad draw, but other than that, I kind of like what I got going on here. Double K command could be nice. Oh, that's a bummer. K command is just really good. I mean, they can't take Bombardiers, I guess, but they're going to take the K command. Minsk and Boo. That would be the draw. I'm not sure what else. I mean, Seasoned Pyro would also be pretty nice. Some kind of action. And I assume they're not playing anything into this now. All right. I just don't really feel like I need to do anything here. I even played my Takenuma because I drew it early in the land sequence. Otherwise, I would actually probably keep it here. Okay, I mean, they know my whole hand. I don't know what they got going on over there. Oh, they have blue also. That makes this look a lot worse for me, honestly. Draw Emperor of Bones, huh? Alright, it's time. Drawing the Emperor of Bones means I don't mind cashing in Bombardiers, or trying to, because now they'll kill it. And then I don't have to keep, because I also have a card invested in this Chromatic Star that I would like to dismember. Okay. I'll pass. Maybe I can get the Emperor Bones thing going next turn. But this is what I did not want to play against. A deck with discard and creature removal and presumably card draw. 4-color control with a Barrowgoyf, huh? Take my turn. So right now there's artifact, bunch of lands, instant, sorcery, creature. Chain Lightning and then Lutri. Double Chain Lightning the Barrowgoyf. Alright, I don't mind that. And I'll pass the turn. I'll probably crack Star next turn. But there's still a chance that I'd want to put Broadside into play at some point here. Virtue of Persistence. Huh. I could crack this to try to draw red to kill Lutri. I think I'm just going to have to live with the fact that if they get to 7 mana and cast Virtue, I'm probably going to lose. That's okay. I don't have a choice at this point. Let's crack this for a black. Oh, attack my Talisman. That's a little annoying if I draw Minsc and Boo. No concern here. Emperor Bones. Yeah, the way this game is gone, I've actually drawn basically all land, and they have a bunch of removal, and so this is really lining up poorly. All right, that's good enough for me. I'm not going to beat them just casting Virtue. I have nothing going on. All right, 44 Mythic. All right, playing against a Johnny here. 5 and 2. Let's see if we can close this out. Well, I'm going to run it. And once again, hope playing against plains and not islands. Island, that's no good. Emperor Bones is at least a good card, but honestly, them strip mining me is not that big of a deal because I don't have blue cards in my deck and I have lands here, so let's just go mountain, go. Island, go. Well, I'm just going to play Emperor Bones here since I got nothing to do. Oh, they don't have anything? Nice. I'll eat their strip mine just to stop any Crucible sorts of deals, though they don't really look like a strip mine recursion deck. Oh, Forest. That makes it more likely. So what hand did they keep? Who knows? But we're just going to play Bombardiers and start attacking. I have Reanimate, so I can even get it back if I need to. And Emperor Bones, for that matter. All right. Actually, we'll exile my land. Oh, Tidebinder to stop Emperor Bones. That's funny. Okay. I'll just hit for 2, and I'm not even going to throw Emperor Bones at the Tidebinder. I've got Pyrokinesis I can utilize. I've got Chain Lightning. Killing the Tidebinder is not going to be hard. Okay. How do I want to do this? Do I want a Pyrokinesis? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 because I don't really mind taking a little damage. Okay, that's not actually nothing, but I'm going to put Lutri into hand. Pyrokinesis. Oh, I actually kind of wanted to leave up black for Reanimate, but I kind of changed. I should have left up black and actually just done that. I think we're going to be fine here regardless. I'll exile the Tidebinder because I actually might want to animate reanimate the other thing. All right. It would have been better to Questing Beast them there. Like, I wouldn't have gotten to attack with Emperor Bones, I guess. Oh, now they're going to get back the Questing Beast. That's really funny. I think we'll be okay, but it is funny how that worked out. I think I just... I have no legends in play. I could talk a Numa here. Could put in Tidebinder. Let's see. How can I do this? Oh, I know what I do. This is actually not that hard. Put in Tidebinder. Decline. Yeah. They were pretty dead. I was gonna attack. They'll block or not, I don't really care. Throw, if they didn't block, throw the Tidebinder at the Eternal Witness, then reanimate Eternal Witness, get back, reanimate. Or maybe just get back Chain Lightning. I didn't even do the math. All right, playing for the trophy. Let's go. 6-2. This deck's done pretty well for being kind of a scrappy, like, Jund Reanimator deck, and Reanimate not being the best strategy overall. I feel like you can exploit, the the Boros drones. No shade if you want to play Boros, obviously that's fine. Though it is getting drafted more, which I actually think is right, because it will get weaker if people actually draft it more, because right now Boros is running kind of rampant, but drafting a Pyrokinesis, Chain Lightning, Bombardiers sort of deck has actually worked out pretty nicely against the times when I played Boros, though I did, again, lose to it once. Ooh, 31 versus 37 Mythic. Let's see how this goes. I'm on the play. This is going to be all library. I kept a hand with no red mana, though I do have Pyrokinesis, which is actually a really good combo with library. If they have Wasteland or Strip Mine or a Duress, then things go kind of poorly. If they go Plains, Descendant of Storms, then I'll be pretty happy, not going to lie. Honestly, Island Go is also fine into library. I hope it's not like Island Tameo. That would be a lot more annoying. They got a debate here? Is it like, do I pay life for Gitaxian Probe, or do I just cast it for 1 blue mana? That's the kind of thing. Because if you have like Ponder or Preordain, you don't think, oh, okay. More. Oh, Talisman? Okay. So that they were thinking about how to do it. Well, I have K Command to kind of clean that stuff up a bit. All right, there's my red mana. Draw. Sure, let's play. I mean, without an Academy, I'm not too worried. If their next land is Academy, then I'm probably going to lose. Oh, that's not an Academy, because Retrofitter is not going to outrace Library, I don't think. I don't... How do I do this? I have 8 cards. Let's go to 7 cards. Let's go to 8 cards. Oh, Hole Breacher. Okay, so I could Pyrokinesis it, and then I effectively just draw a card after. Yeah, and then I have... So basically I can Pyrokinesis pitching either Chain Lightning or FOMO. But if I play FOMO... If I Pyrokinesis, I go to 7... Yeah, I'll let them get a treasure. And then Chain Lightning that. And pass the turn, because then I can still library next turn. The problem is if I Pyrokinesis it, then I still can't play anything, though I do get the library draw. I just think having Pyrokinesis in hand is probably decent. Okay, Hole Breacher is pretty good. I don't know, that's close. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, okay. Who are you going to mill? Themself. Milling Island and drawing Lotus Petal. All right. Draw. Jace is pretty annoying. I think we're going to go Talisman into FOMO and discard the Wastewood Verge. We are off library. We no longer have... Against a Jace, I don't think I have time to library. And Gut also gives me something pretty good to do, so... I also do have the plan of, like, Lutri to get back up to library. I don't think I'm going to have the time to do that. I feel like they're going to do something kind of broken here, and I'm going to lose. Well, they milled the Dismember. They look mono blue. I've seen all islands. I mean, if they have nothing this turn, let's see. I have sorceries and lands. I could get instants in my river. I could also... Damn, you can't quite do it where you like attack with FOMO and then FOMO. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess I'm glad I have Pyrokinesis. They're going to target their Mana Vault. All right, I'm going to Pyrokinesis the cat. And I think I just pitched the K command at this point. I don't have time for that, sadly. All right, well, they have an Either Spellbomb. Hopefully that's all they have for plays. All right. They clearly had something else coming with that kitten if you're untapping Mana Vault instead of flickering Jace. Though I guess maybe they wanted Jace's loyalty to stay high. I don't know. Leovold. That's an ambitious looking Leovold. All right. They don't have blue mana. Kind of bricking here. That's unfortunate. Gut. Oh, I get to sack Artifact, though. That's nice. Attack with Jace. Attack Jace. Sack this. I don't get to go off next turn. They couldn't tap Mana Vault and Retrofitter to make a 1/1 blocker to chump FOMO. Which I assume, yeah, is still worth doing. Sadly, I couldn't quite get to 4 types before attacks. And then I'll put Lutri into hand. And then pass. All right. This is going to be a close game. I have a bunch of stuff on the board. The whole Breacher turn was tough. It's going to, I mean, they're going to get to Jace as well here, but it's going to really come down to this turn. Okay, they didn't mill Echo Vions. I kind of assume they have Echo in deck, or at least it would be a very likely card for them to have in their deck because they have Whole Breacher and Leovold. And they're like kind of taking great pains to play Leovold. Baleful Strix, that I don't think matters very much. I guess Ether Spellbomb to block, to bounce a 4/1 is pretty annoying. It'd be really nice to draw something here. I do actually think I might need something. They can make one thing with Retrofitter. Yeah, they have a decent amount of blocks. That was really nice. Okay. Let's go to combat. They're going to bounce the Gut before attacks. They're just going to bounce that token. Okay. Attack you. Attack you. And FOMO, I guess, targeting itself. And then, oh. I meant to play Lutri there. I thought I would get priority, but I guess I did not. All right, well. Let's see if they make a token. I kind of think they're going to. That did not work out well. Because if I had Lutri and then I had an untapped FOMO, then I'd get to attack again with FOMO and trigger Gut again. Assuming they make a token here that I can fire Covenant. It's actually really annoying if they don't make the token, but it did seem like it was likely that they were going to. It also left my library up and tapped an extra red, which makes the Lutri look a little bit worse. It's not too big of a deal because I'll just get a Blood Crypt. All right, well, This basically could have just gone much better. But still, this looks all right. I mean, there are some upsides of it happening this way. The main one being I can play a Lutri end of turn. So let's see. If I had played Lutri, sacked Lutri, I'd have those attacking. And they'd be at 9. I couldn't quite kill them. Well, it'd be close. Oh, they're going to untap the Mana Vault? All right. I guess I don't mind that. And pass the turn. Okay. But yes, it would have been better to do it the other way. By a lot. Priority gets the best of us. Blood Crypt, pay 2 life, Lutri. Okay. Draw some action. Never in my life. All right. Attack. Sack the Lutri. They can go make a token, untap, make a token. So they can tap all their mana to make 2 tokens, double block a skeleton, or double block gut. Or they can make 1 token, block gut, untap, and make a flyer, but that's, I think, a lot less impressive. And this uses up their mana vault as well. I mean, they're not dead here, even next turn. But if I draw anything, they kind of lose. Pass the turn. I mean, I guess I could play them out, and I have Ritual, so I can cast Archon even without playing the land. And if I draw Seasoned Pyro, I guess it's better to have played the land because I'm already done with FOMO. I can draw Minsk and Boon and be unable to cast it, which would really suck. Oh, is this Upheaval? Looks like it. That's unfortunate. Oh, Time Spiral. All right, all Ritual, I guess. Time Spiral seems potentially more beatable than Upheaval, but I guess we'll have to see. Yoink. I mean, Fiery Confluence would be a nice one. Playing my land could have ended up mattering a ton here. You always get punished for not playing your land. I could hard cast Archon next turn with the land. And here I could actually hard cast Pyrokinesis and Lutriot. All right. You got a Leovold. I guess you got a Brainstorm. I don't think I need to do anything at this moment in time. We're at 7. They still have something pretty problematic to deal with. This, I mean, they need like a Displacer. Well, they don't have Displacer Kitten because they played the Petal first. And they're passing. All right. I'm not using my mana. Okay. Do I cast Lutri? I kind of feel like I do. Oh, I had Library. Oh, no, they had Leovold. I guess I was supposed to Library in response to Leovold. That actually is what I was supposed to do there. The Time Spiral confused me. All right. Well, what do you got? I was kind of hoping they would like Sorcery Speed kill Gut and I could reanimate it, but no such luck there. Okay. Lutri is in, huh? Do you have like Mystic Confluence here? It's kind of what it's feeling like. Oh, dismember the skeleton using a bunch of mana. Okay. I mean, this is looking pretty close to me. It'll really depend on what I draw. Drawing an extra card off Library could have definitely made a difference here. If they play Retrofitter, or if they make a token with Retrofitter, they're about to time out here. Yeah, I made a couple big errors here. Oh, that was a good one. It's each opponent. It's even not even. All right. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. I mean, this should pretty much finish them. They could counter this, I guess. And then they have one blocker. They block Lutri and they go to 1. All right, let's go Caustic Bronco. And I think I just go to attacks. I don't think it makes sense to do anything else. Gut, sack the Bronco. They go to 1. They make a Retrofitter, chump Lutri, but then I reanimate the Leovold. And I think that puts them in a pretty big bind. Okay. It's just Bronco. All right. Reanimate Leovold. Pass the turn. And they have to untap the Mana Vault. All right. Let's see how this goes. They're at 1. They can't draw extra cards. They don't have Upheaval. They have Echo of Eons. Ooh, a little trophy with Jund Reanimator. We take those. They flash back to Echo. And, oh yeah, we got there with our scrappy squad. Here, I'll even sack Leovold to deliver the finishing blow. Gut, True Soul Zealot takes it home, and that is a really nice dub. Well, I mean, could have played that game a little better, no doubt. But we're up to 23 Mythic, and I feel like this is a pretty sweet deck. Let's take a quick look. I mean, just having like Lutri was great. Added Reanimate, Animate Dead. Didn't play the Life Death. Didn't really miss it for Archon and Carnosaur. Pyrokinesis had some ups and downs. Never drew Fiery Confluence, really. I drew it 1 game, I guess. Shieldred, I'm pretty glad I splashed Minsc and Boo, especially since the Talisman kept being good with Dark Ritual randomly. Ritual is good. A bunch of good 2-drops. Good removal. Worked out nicely. All right, that'll do it for today. Hope this gives you a little kind of guideline on how to draft a good black-red mid-range deck. And let's Pyrokinesis those Boros players right out. Huh. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow. Some more Magic. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.